Those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it from the beginning of time. And today, do you know where Jesus would be? Now, I'm talking about the literal biblical history. It's about 6,000 years is what the literalist Bible believers believe right here. And then Abraham will be about here. And then right in the middle, there's David. And then according to the Bible, also, Noah's flood. And then, since we're talking about like religion and stuff, so the birth of Buddha and Muhammad, did you know that? So if we zoom in here, from Jesus crucified, that kick-started the church. But not an easy ride. They were severely persecuted until when Christianity was legalized in Rome, 113. And then we're going to focus on two events today. One is the Great Schism and Reformation. So this is a big picture overview. And if we label each period, I will call the first 300 years the persecution era. So when Christians were severely persecuted. And then after it was legalized, now a time of doctrine formation. People were questioning, hey, is this right? I believe in this, you believe in that. Okay, what is the right belief? They spent a lot of time on doctrine formation. And then some of you know about the time when the Pope had the greatest power, unthinkable power. So we have the papal supremacy and then Reformation and denomination. So that's about how I would label the timeline. 1054. When they had the first big schism. Only one church, Roman Catholic Church, other than a few heretics. Now the church split into two. You with me? Now we're getting into the papal supremacy era, right? When the Pope had incredible power, both in religious groups, but also in politics. And I think the height of all that was a crusade, the Fourth Crusade. And another thing that was going on was the language Latin was getting diluted into more regional languages where people didn't know Latin anymore. So the only people who knew how to read the Bible were the priests. But Roman Catholic kept insisting that no, only the Latin Bible is the truth. And there were efforts to translate the Bible. Do you know what they faced? Was they burned to death. Another thing that happened is fall of Constantinople. And do you remember Constantinople? As a center of the Eastern Orthodox Church. And then we get to the Reformation Day. Okay? Reformation now marks the split between the Roman Catholic and Protestants. And the day, October 31st, is when Martin Luther, not Martin Luther King Jr., put up 95 things to the Roman Catholic Church.